Robert Heffernan, EndoTech, exclusively for the Pareto token holders. The Pareto Network Blockchain Vitals is the name of the segment. And this is a midday update. I'm going to be doing these regularly, talking cryptos. We still are having a little bit of technology issues on the automation of the sheet. And therefore, the nightly episodes are on hiatus for the time being. Anyway, it is, what is it, Thursday, May 10th, and crypto land, as I talked about how I thought this was going to happen as these things evolve, that the cross trades are going to be what you're going to need to pay attention to, that just buying and holding, and we've said this for a while in this market, that buying and holding doesn't make sense. What is the use of buying all 10 of them when there are technical indicators that can help you stay out of the ones that obviously aren't showing any strength? All right, and that's where the crosses come in, and even just the outright charts versus the dollar or versus the yen or whatever you're pricing fiat against these cryptocurrencies. There's a little bit of math and technology. Math, that's something that happens, you start doing it, you don't even know you're doing it. All of a sudden you're doing math, figuring out momentum levels and pivot levels. Anyway, let's do the rounds. Doing rounds, a little segment we do every day, talking things in the news in crypto land. And, to do it, we go to that EndoTech homepage, to the market analysis, and then in the market sentiment section, left side of the screen in the middle, that AI engine is pulling out relevant news information for you. And I wanted to just talk briefly about those first two stories. One is about Nano. It is a new unit of exchange currency, second generation. We're starting to hear that term now. And the next one is called Metabase, another second generation blockchain technology platform. And I think that's important, that term, second generation, because the technology is going to evolve. And a great concept that Bitcoin is going to be expanded upon in future generations, second generation coming now, of these blockchain technologies. So I'm telling you, man, I've been saying it for a while. This is not going away. The story's not going away. The technology's not going away. Warren Buffett can say whatever he wants, that Bitcoin's a scam. He also told you that he didn't think Amazon could do anything. So be careful of what the Oracle says, because the Oracle is not always correct. All right, he's not always correct. And the blockchain looks to disrupt the Oracle and a lot of the business models that he's in. It's plain and simple to see that's what this technology can and will do. I know this from experience, how technology can disrupt, as I was part of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange trading floor, which had thousands of people, not just on the floor, but in every facet of covering and generating that business. And technology wiped it all out. And so to think that, to say that it's just a scam, I think is short-sighted on his part, to just write it off like that. Because the technology and the second generation now, and Metabase in particular, talking about its network launching two coins, a store of value coin and a transactional coin, that operate around different protocols in order to address those two needs. So I'm going to keep my eye on Metabase for sure. All right. Listen, I wanted to talk a little bit about, too, from the trading side, how you talk about a trade, you have the trade set up, you put the order in, the market goes to where you think it's going to go, almost. All right. And I was beside myself. I was working 1456s in Bitcoin Cash US dollar tether on Poloniex looking for that test of the weekly trend line that we had talked about. And the low, if you can believe it, was 1457. I about passed out when I didn't get that fill. And what do? You move on. You missed it, you move on. You go to the next trade. All right, and so let's go to the next trade, taking the vitals because I'm involved in a few things. There it is again, technology. That's not technology, that's just somebody not doing his job. The graphic in front of the intro. All right, that's the sheet for today, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and both of them trying mightily to retake their up momentum levels. Up momentum today in Ethereum 773. Currently, Ethereum trading 759. Bitcoin trading 93.31. Its upmo level a little bit higher there, 95.73. But when you look at the top 10, a bunch of these coins are sitting around their average. Some of them in lower momentum. So you got a real disparity on the crosses on the top 10, especially. You know, I told a viewer that I would talk Litecoin, so let's do that. Litecoin right now, whoa, trading 157. So you can see there, it's below its center line, just like I said. So Ethereum and Bitcoin both sniffing out their up momentum levels. Litecoin can't even keep its head above the center line on the momentum model. It's trading right in the middle of its value range. And, you know, just for a little bit more perspective, let's talk about those weekly fractals in Litecoin. The weekly average or center line 164, lower momentum 133 on the weekly, upper momentum 195. Pretty much for sure inside its last week's range, trading a little bit lower. Not a great looking chart. I mean, the chart's not terrible looking. It's nothing looking. It's sideways looking to me, Litecoin. Both on a weekly and on a daily. When I look at Litecoin, we used to call this, it's flatlined. There's no momentum one way or the other, and it's hard to be excited. You know, going into a trade in the pit, if my particular commodity that I was trading had that type of chart formation, it's not very exciting times. All right, it's flatlined. It's range trading, and until this thing can get some momentum either way, there's not much of a story to tell. So, especially since cryptos are hard to short, you really got to see this thing retake its daily average, which is 158.08, and make a push towards that upper momentum level at 168. You get a close above upper momentum in Litecoin, you know, I'd be ready to be involved. But right now, you got to take what the market's giving you, all right? You know, the old baseball adage, you got to take what the pitcher's giving you, right? If he's pitching you outside, you got to spray it to the opposite field. As simple as that. You're not pulling the outside pitch, all right? So you got to, I like baseball adages as they relate to trading because you have to deal the hand that you're played, all right? Now, and that's not even a baseball adage. Right? That's a card adage. All right, let's do it though. So anyway, that's where we are today. The markets have been, from my experience, they've been pretty quiet. Really like to see Ethereum and Bitcoin, which I'm involved in, and got involved in on tests of that daily average. And then when it rolled around, as I talked about 2 days ago in Ethereum on that 4-hour chart, gave a double doji. But I've been involved now for three days now, and it's, you know, I'm definitely up money on it, but need to see them retake that upper momentum level on a daily level, and then we'll be talking about higher price action and potential to ring the register on this trade. All right, you guys have a great rest of the trading day. I will see you again tomorrow for a midday update on Blockchain Vitals. All right, so take care until tomorrow.